So the Indiana Fever have a couple of games in the next couple of weeks, or over the next week, and Caitlin Clark clearly is not going to be healthy for tomorrow's game. It's a bit of a shit one. It's a bit of a bad one, but she's clearly not going to be healthy, and she has said as much. She has let everybody know that she is not going to be healthy for that game. And would I like to see Caitlin Clark play in that game? Sure. I absolutely would. And I feel like Caitlin being healthy is probably the main thing. The main thing is that she's healthy in September, hopefully October if the Fever make the finals. But I don't know. Like, the Fever ain't going to comfortably make the playoffs. If the Fever do somehow go like 1-3 on this road trip, then it becomes a bit questionable, especially with the way the Mercury are kind of storming up. But no, I think they'll be fine. I think Indiana will be absolutely fine. But for Caitlin Clark, she did say something, and it's something that makes it sound like the Fever are doing a smart thing. So I was going to make a video being like, look, I don't think that I don't think when it comes down to it that the Fever should let Caitlin Clark play against the Mercury. I tweeted out and people were like, oh, she's so soft. And I was like, look, it's a back-to-back. I was like, she's not playing two of them anyway. Like, no team is dumb enough to let somebody with a bad back coming off an injury play a back-to-back. And I was like, you know what? Like, there's no point in her playing it because someone's going to go for her and she could re-injure her back. Like, you can re-injure your back doing anything, but like, you better believe that they would, if for no other reason than the Mercury would get too pumped for the game, that they might accidentally go for her. But I think this one is important here. So take a listen to what Caitlin Clark said.
Back into practice today, and then feeling really, really positive about getting back into one of the games at the back-to-back. Obviously, difficult coming back in a back-to-back, so we'll have to be cautious of that. But I feel a lot better, and like I said,
let's listen again.
Obviously, difficult coming back in a back. Really, really positive about getting back into one of the games at the back-to-back. Obviously, difficult coming back in a back-to-back.
I'm positive of getting back one of the games in the back-to-back, which means she said there she's not playing both. And then she was like, look, it's difficult to come back in a back-to-back, so we have to be careful. Which is basically her saying, I'm only playing one of the games in the back-to-back. And she has a choice. Does she play against the LA Sparks, which could very well be a tune-up game? Like, the team could probably survive against the LA Sparks if her minutes start with a 2. She can probably use the tune-up game. She can get her shots up. She can use it to get help to kind of get her legs under her. That being said, they then play the Mercury on the second day of back-to-back, where the team are going to be kind of dead. Where Caitlin's going to, even if she comes back for the second game of a back-to-back, Caitlin's going to have to be superhuman, because the whole team are going to be tired. They're going to expect Caitlin Clark to do too much. And again, a win against the Sparks and a win against the Mercury are worth the exact same amount. They're both fighting for their playoff lives. Someone just said she might come out to feast. No one thought she'd come back against the Liberty last year. The Liberty didn't go out to hurt her. I still believe, I don't believe the Mercury went out to injure her back. The Mercury went out to be physical and, like, send a message. They went out to send a message. And unfortunately, in that whole thing, was an injury to Caitlin Clark. They went out to send a message. And unfortunately, by sending a message, they hurt a player. Like, it is what it is. It happens. And I got to be honest. I'm a little bit kind of surprised at the whole situation, how it's been taken by the media. But with Caitlin Clark, that the media doesn't like her anyway. It doesn't really matter what's going on. Like, the media does not like Caitlin Clark, and the media have made that very clear. They do not like Caitlin Clark. So no matter what she does, it's going to be bad. And also, like, if Caitlin Clark comes back for the Mercury game, every bit of the talk is going to be about Caitlin Clark and Alyssa Thomas. Like, if I'm Caitlin Clark, I'm not even going to Phoenix. I'm not even going to Phoenix. I'm just chilling. If they say anything to me, I'm just like, look, I'm doing some rehab work. If nothing else, because of the curse of Phoenix as well. If you guys don't know about the curse of Phoenix, the Keith Porter tore his Achilles. Caitlin Clark fucked her ankle. And both of am I right in saying both of Ari and Sid Colson went down against Phoenix? But like, it's literally, or like, basically their whole team. Sophie, I think, got injured earlier on in the year against Phoenix. Everyone, the whole team got injured in Phoenix. Like, for the Indiana Fever, the Phoenix Mercury, or Phoenix is just a cursed city. It is a cursed city for the Fever. And yeah, overall, they're not one of those teams that they're definitely one of these superstitious teams who last year, again, the whole damn team got injured in Phoenix. But yeah, look, it is what it is at the end of the day. The likelihood of her skipping out on the Phoenix game is probably 80 to 90%. Someone says, I think she needs to play in Phoenix. Why? So that she can miss the rest of the season? Why would she play a second game of a back-to-back instead of the first game of a back-to-back? No one has ever, like, why would she do that? Why? Oh, so she can prove a point to Alyssa Thomas. She already did. She beat those fuckers by 20. Like, I don't think people understand this. Caitlin Clark has never lost to Phoenix in her career. When she has played the game, she has never lost to Phoenix in her career. Caitlin doesn't have anything to prove to the Phoenix Mercury, who are the team she has completely owned for her entire career. But yeah, it's one of those things now where it's like, I just don't see why she would play. And it's a very obvious one why she wouldn't play. If they face the Phoenix Mercury in the postseason, she'll play and she'll beat them. And yeah, it is what it is. Like, oh, that game's on national TV. Tough. It's your fault, league. You can't blame Caitlin Clark for, not going and not playing when, she got injured by this team. And I don't think there's reason for her to play this game. She's injured anyway. She's going to play one of the back-to-backs. Why would she choose the game that she's probably going to go and get her targeted in? Because you better believe, even if it's not enough for her to actually get hurt, there's no way in hell that they're not going to, put a little bit of extra into Caitlin Clark a few times.